Ava, 12, burst through the front door, clutching her stomach, her face pale and twisted in pain. "Mom, it hurts so bad," she gasped, collapsing onto the couch. I didn't hesitate. I grabbed her hand, her little fingers icy in mine, and bolted for the car. Every second felt like an hour. Her school bag tumbled to the floor, forgotten. Inside the car, her breathing was shallow, tremors running through her body. My chest tightened. This wasn't a stomach ache. By the time we reached the hospital, she was shaking uncontrollably. Nurses rushed us into an emergency room. Monitors beeped, machines whirred, doctors moved with precise urgency. The words hit me like a hammer: appendicitis. It's rupturing. We need to operate immediately. Ava's wide eyes met mine. Am I going to die? No, baby. I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere, I promised, my voice shaking. But deep down, fear clawed at me. They wheeled her away, and I thought of my parents. Surely, they'd care. Surely, they'd understand the gravity. I dialed. 3 rings. Then my mother answered. "Hello, Mom. Ava's in surgery," I said, trying to keep my voice steady. A pause. Then her voice, flat, dismissive. "It's not serious. Kids have appendixes out all the time." I froze. "Mom, it ruptured. She could have died." "You're dramatic," she said. Before I could respond, my father joined in, clipped and told, "Rachel, it's fine. She's recovering. Call us when it's actually serious." I couldn't believe it. They didn't care. My daughter, terrified, in pain, and they dismissed it. Returning to Ava's room, she was awake, groggy from anesthesia, tears streaking her face. "Where's Grandma? Grandpa?" "They couldn't make it tonight," I said gently, but I saw the hope in her eyes fade. 2 days later, her infection was worse than expected. She needed 4 antibiotics and close monitoring. She was weak, bored, scared, and then I saw them. Standing at the foot of her hospital bed, my mother wore the fake smile, my father's arms crossed like they were in control of a casual conversation, not a crisis. "Well, you look fine," my mother said. "See? I told your mother this wasn't serious." Ava's small face fell. "It was serious, Grandma. My appendix almost exploded." My father waved dismissively. "Doctors exaggerate. Makes them feel important." I stepped forward. "Mom, not now." She ignored me. "Ava, sweetie, we need to talk. Your mother says you've been seeing a therapist." Ava glanced at me nervously. "Yeah, for anxiety. And this has been going on for how long?" My mother pressed. "Almost a year," Ava whispered. My father crossed his arms. "Do you know how much trouble you're causing? How expensive this is for your mother?" I felt my blood freeze. My hands clenched. "Get out. Now." They hesitated. Then my mother leaned in, calm, terrifying. "If the surgery had gone wrong, it might have solved a lot of problems. You're difficult, expensive, bad for this family." Ava froze. Her tiny body shook. Sobs ripped through her frame. I lunged forward, grabbing my mother's arm. "Out. Now." They left, huffing and glaring. Ava clung to me, trembling. "Mom, were they right?" she asked, voice broken. "No, never. You're perfect. Don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise," I whispered, holding her close. That night, Ava finally fell asleep, exhausted from fear, pain, and tears. I made a call. Not to them, not to apologize, not to explain. To my lawyer. Restraining order. No contact. Legal documentation. Done. For 6 months, silence. Healing, peaceful, quiet silence. Ava smiled more, laughed freely, slept better. No terror. No fear of being bad for her family. Ava would look at me, wide-eyed, and say things like, "Mom, I feel safe now." One afternoon, she looked up at me, voice soft but confident. "Mom, we're better off without them." Her words cut deep, but they were truth. She was right. Then one day, I saw them. Through the window. My mother holding flowers, my father a card, fake smiles plastered on their faces. I opened the door, chest tight, heart racing. "What do you want?" "We're sorry," my mother said. "We want to make this right," my father added. I laughed bitterly, every muscle in my body tense. "You told my daughter she should have died. You told a 12-year-old she was bad for the family. You are nothing to her, nothing to me." My mother's voice cracked. "But we're family." "No, Ava is my family. You're not. Leave, or I call the police." They turned, defeated, flustered, and finally walked away. Ava came downstairs, eyes wide. "Are they gone?" "Yes, baby, they're gone." She hugged me tight. "Thanks for choosing me, Mom. I'd choose you every time." 6 months later, life had changed completely. Ava's anxiety was under control. She laughed freely, thrived at school, and formed strong friendships. My parents tried sending letters, returned unopened, tried showing up at school, denied, tried lawyers, stopped, peace, silence, freedom, no guilt, not even a little, because the day they told Ava she should have died, that was the day they stopped being grandparents, that was the day they stopped being my parents. Some words can't be unsaid, some people can't be trusted. I spend every day making sure Ava knows she is loved, safe, and valued. Every night she goes to sleep knowing she's chosen. Every morning she wakes knowing she matters. And that's all that matters.